Good morning, Mr. Pemberton. Do you have a lawyer today?
No, representing myself.
You were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. It looks like you also, out of the same charge, picked up a fraud as well. I mean, okay, you can represent yourself. It's your absolute right. I don't know how smart it is. Have you ever represented yourself
Yeah,
before?
many times.
How did that go?
Many dismissals.
For what kind of cases?
Dismissal on the last period before.
And you represented yourself?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, well, I found no probable cause. That's why I got dismissed. You didn't represent yourself.
I was representing myself. Judge, if I no problem cause.
I thought, was it me?
No, it was me. Well, I don't know. I think it was you.
I found no probable cause.
That was you.
You didn't represent yourself for nothing, man. I did it. No. Okay. So, well, you can hope and wish and dream, whatever. If you want to represent yourself, you're entitled to do that, right? But, yeah, well, I like to tell people it's brain surgery. When you need brain surgery, when you need heart surgery, are you going to do that on yourself? Because you're not trained. You don't know how to perform open heart surgery. Same thing with the law. You're not trained in it. I'm assuming that you didn't go to law school, did you? How far did you get in school?
Graduated. I went to some college.
How far did you get?
Years ago. Not from college. I went to.
Okay. So we're in the middle of trial now. And so I don't have the time to go through all of what they're called Faretta warnings, see whether you should represent yourself. I'm happy to do that. Why don't we delay it off a week? Are you working at this time?
Yeah, and I stay in Austin. I don't live in Houston, so.
What do you do for a living?
I have my own business.
Doing what?
You sell clothing, audio production.
How much money do you make a month?
It's been crazy, basically.
You're very cryptic in all of your answers. And not only that, but you going to Austin, if you represent yourself, you're going to have to meet with the DAs on a constant basis to get evidence, so that's going to require you to come here to Houston quite a bit.
I was raised from my mother here.
Okay. Before I do that, though, I need to have a Faretta hearing. If you're willing to wait, we can do that a little bit later when I take a break in trial.
I had my other case. I was there the same day. The judge from when I came to my last
Have you been there yet?
No, I haven't been up here.
You go up there. When you're done, come back down here. Don't forget to come back. If you don't come back, I'm going to issue a warrant. Go take care of yourself upstairs and come back.
One eternity later.
Are you ready? All right. So today is September 11th, 2024. It's approximately 12:25 p.m. We are now in Court 5. In front of me, I have Eaton Hematum, case number 2522688. Would you please identify yourself for purpose of the record?
So the man you call Amazon?
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? That you're going to tell the truth? Yes? Okay. State, would you identify? Okay. So, the reason that we're putting this on the record now is Mr. Emitom has been charged with the offense of unlawful carrying of a weapon. The case is 40 days old. It appears that probable cause has already been found. I don't know if I did probable cause in this, or if I don't know if another judge did, because I don't remember Mr. Emitom, and I was out a week.
It was another case, sir.
Yeah, lollygagging. So let's just do it first.
On August 2nd, 2024, officers observed a car with a front license plate change lanes without a signal and have expired registration on March 2022. Upon approaching, officers smelled marijuana. PC search returned 4.17 grams of mail Smith's weapon handgun. Additionally, there was a backpack with 3 checks that did not belong to him. Officer called Kumamoto with 7 checks stolen from the restaurant from July 8th. When the defendant broke his front window, went to the back where the checks were kept in the office, knocked the hinge of the back door, and took it.
So, as a result, because of that, he was charged with felony fraud on the check. Okay. Yes, he has an open case in the 182nd. Looks like he made a $15,000 bond. With us, I am going to find a probable cause to go forward. Well, hold on a second. We'll get there. I'll let you say these, but do you have a Texas driver license?
Do you have that private property number, CSA, what my vehicle was on there? So there was just business and was on the base, common transportation.
Is that from the state of Texas or from where?
It's federal. It's within the Department of Transportation.
Okay, but you still need a Texas driver license and you need registration and
With them because of the private property that I had, they said I didn't need to get registration with the private registration. So that would be my volunteer private property. Sure.
Okay. From what I know of the law, you need a Texas driver license.
Cue the sovereign citizen bingo card. I travel. I don't drive. Classic. But the judge isn't buying it, and neither is Texas law. Fun fact. Courts hate this argument. It's been shut down everywhere from traffic stops to the Supreme Court. And spoiler, I'm a sovereign citizen isn't a legal loophole. It's a one-way ticket to fines, warrants, or worse. Want proof? Just wait for the judge's next clapback.
Be able to drive.
If it's case being tried on, sometimes I kind of don't know what it's being tried on.
Criminal? Yeah. Right. Jail time, right?
I believe so.
Once you're taken to jail?
Yeah.
So that wouldn't lead you to believe it's criminal, right?
Yeah, but under common law, or is it military and tribunal? Because also with
I've been waiting for something like this for so long. This is so much fun.
I wasn't being tried on because what I was told with the USI, I would have to register with the things, the registration or like I do have my own place with that vehicle too as well. So
You need a license to drive, a Texas driver license. Okay. You either one or you don't. The federal government has regulated to the states through the Constitution that they have allowed the states on their own initiative to create laws regarding driving on highways and byways. So that's why you see every single state has different requirements for licensing, insurance, mode of transportation. The federal government has somewhat to do with it, but by and large, they have delegated to the states that they are their own entity with regard to creating laws in their specific highways. So that's why every single state has different type of license, different type of insurance. Like Texas driver license is white versus Arkansas might be yellow or red, or Hawaii might. So that's every single state has their own laws with regard. In Texas, you have to have a Texas driver license. You also have to have liability insurance as a minimum in the event that you get into an accident. Those are the two main requirements that you need to drive. If you're going to drive a vehicle, it also has to be registered so that they know that you're driving the vehicle and that you own it or have the right to have that, so it's not stolen vehicle.
I own the vehicle and everything. When I was here the last hearing with the judge, like what he was saying, he said that when it had applied to me, that he was going to see what they were going to say about the court, about the probable cause of happening. He said registration when it had in the front license plate, when it had applied to me.
It does apply. It applies to everybody. Everybody has to have a back license plate. They also have to have a front license plate. In so much, they also tell you where it has to be on the car. They regulate. You can't put it in the windshield.
State, right?
State. They tell you where it has to be. You can't put it on the windshield. You can't put it on, like on what's it called, on the light. It's got to be right there. They even tell you how many centimeters it's supposed to be from the street to the actual place on the car. That's how bad state of Texas micromanages all these things. They even tell you how many damn centimeters it's got to be on the car. So you have to have a front license, but you got to have a license, got to have insurance. So if you don't have that, you can't drive. And that's it.
I think I was traveling. I was arguing with him, but I was traveling. I wasn't making commerce. I used to do medical transportation, so I'm kind of aware with like the registration and everything. That's why my private vehicles, I did that with the U.S. Times and state. I didn't know that was correct.
You actually need a license. It doesn't matter whether you're saying you're conveying, whether you're traveling, whether you're, driving. It's a privilege. It's not a right. Right? There's a big difference between a privilege versus a right. You have the right to walk.
I have the right to travel, though, huh?
Yeah, you're happy-go-lucky. You want to travel? Take those 2 feet to travel. Not in the car.
Just go 14 minutes. Say, like, I have the right to travel.
You do. Yes, and you can walk your happy ass from one part to the other part. Not in the car, though. Not without a license and insurance.
It's on there for what I This with the Department of Transportation, like the automobiles were on there, carrier,
Wrong.
bicycles.
They're wrong. I'm just telling you now, they're wrong. Whoever told you that, where you got that, please imagine this, Tom, and I've seen this. Imagine that you get into an accident, right, and you kill a 5-year-old kid. What's going to happen at that point? Whoever owns that car, the other people, they're going to come after you. They're not going to go after they're going to come after you. First thing they're going to do is, do you have insurance? And if you don't have insurance, they're going to sue you, and then they're going to attach a lien on absolutely everything that you own, satisfy the judgment they get against you. And they will take your house, take your car, they will take your bank account, they will attach to where if you ever want to start working and get a paycheck, they're going to garnish all that money. You have insurance, liability insurance, so that if you ever get into an accident, you don't mean to do it. You didn't mean to, kid. It's not an purposement. It's an accident. It happened. You might be looking at your phone. You're looking at, this pretty girl that's walking across the street, and then boom, you have insurance so that if that happens, the insurance company will pay on your behalf, so you don't have to pay out of your own. And they will even give you a lawyer to represent you on your behalf. So that's what you pay for when you get insurance. If you get into an accident, lawyers usually call you and say, hey man, tell me what happened. Was it your fault? Or was it the other people's fault? Because we want to know who to pay. And that's why for $30 to $40 a month, you get insurance for that very purpose. And I've seen people come here, they have killed someone, and they get a $250,000 judgment against them. I've seen it. And God, you'll never dig yourself out. So the conveying, the this, that, do you need a license? You've got to have insurance. And we do it with every single person that comes in.
I say for all lawful carry, possession of marijuana. Person that was in the vehicle told the officer it wasn't. It was legal hemp that we got from the store. They have receipts and everything. They said you can have legal hemp. They got it from the store. He even told the officer it was theirs. He pulled me out the car and he didn't ask me any paperwork.
Now you're making the apples right. Now we got to test weed.
Oh yeah,
with him. Understand that takes time, but you also need a lawyer to represent you.
at the time of my own discovery, I was representing myself, per se.
And you can do that if you want.
Yeah.
But we have to go through a series of questions.
I'm representing myself many times and had to feel sincere from
Remember,
this
and for purposes of the record, so Mr. Emitom had a case with me here. It was actually June 7th of 2022. He was charged with another gun case, and that was with Victoriano. God, that was a PH. And I found no probable cause in that case, right? So you didn't represent yourself in that case. I found no probable cause, and they dismissed it. They didn't have to dismiss it. They did dismiss it. So other than that case, have you ever represented yourself?
Yeah. Many times, sir. It's not involved figure from many times. Traffic violations.
You're welcome to do it. And one of the worst, one of the best presidents that in history that you think about right now.
Me, right now.
You can't think of one good president that we've ever had?
I don't know any.
Abraham Lincoln, he wasn't good?
You met him, I don't know about him at the time.
Abraham Lincoln said something, he goes, you know what? He who represents himself has a for a client. Meaning that when you represent yourself, there is an inherent conflict and there's an inherent bias, and you may not be able to see things objectively. Meaning, you have your heart, got your soul into this case, so you may not be able to see from an outside position if they're saying something that makes sense. Absolutely entitled to represent yourself. And if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to it. And I have no problem with you doing it. You need to understand, though, if you represent yourself, you can't come at a later day and say, you know what? I had ineffective assistance of counsel. My lawyers suck. Well, you represented yourself. You now can't complain about it. If you lose and I end up putting your butt in jail for a year, you can't complain. You're stuck like Chuck for a whole year. Because that's what you're facing. You're facing a year in jail, and you got a bunch of other documents too that, so.
My discovery for last month that I
Well, let's do that. What is your full name?
Telling you about the Amazon.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Where were you born?
In America.
Were you born here in Houston? Were you born in? Okay. You read and write English, right? Okay. Do you have any learning disabilities or communication handicaps? Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent or treated for any mental health disorder? Okay. You said last time I asked you about your educational background, you graduated from high school.
Graduated high school from college.
How far did you get in college?
2.5 years.
Did you did you do any legal courses whatsoever?
That and I started doing medical transportation, taking classes for paramedics. I was just doing my basics. I was just doing my basics. I get into it.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense in the beginning before you do all this. Do you have any legal training, education, or experience?
So, do a court case before.
And any other legal? Do you know about the Code of Criminal Procedure?
I'm
Do you know about the Texas Penal Code?
I'm familiar, but I'm not really familiar with a lot of cases.
Were you here for our earlier trial?
No, I went.
I know you went to the felony court, but we were in trial earlier. Did you see what happened in trial earlier? Okay. What I'm trying to say is that the lawyers on both sides had to introduce evidence. There's a specific procedure that you follow to have evidence admitted. It's detailed in the codes. You have to know that because once you represent yourself, I'm going to treat you as if you were a lawyer. I will hold you to the same standard, and I'm not here to put you through law school because I have way too much drama as it is. I don't need any more drama, right? So if you don't do it the right way, I'm going to shut you down, right? I like to be nice to people, but I'm not taking you to school. Do you understand this? Do you understand the charges against you?
No, I don't understand the issue.
Okay, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail. What they're saying is that you unlawfully had a weapon. As a result, you were charged, and now you're facing up to a year. Do you understand?
What the family, I don't understand. I went to jail for that.
Do you not understand?
Court procedures or?
No. I'm asking about the nature of charges. No, it's not. Don't talk about the procedures. Don't talk about the licensing, about the conveying.
I
No.
don't really talk wrong.
Right. Do you understand that?
Going on.
Okay. So, do you have the right, or you understand the range of punishment facing a year? Correct?
Sorry.
Okay. Do you have the right to court-appointed counsel? Do you want counsel to represent you?
I don't want to, but I don't really do too much for laws.
If I offer you a lawyer now, would you want it? You really don't want a lawyer?
I represent no more than myself to anyone.
Okay. Do you understand that you will not be able to claim ineffective assistance counsel if you lose at a later time? Whether it's in trial, whether it's in a hearing, whether anything. Do you understand that? What that means is that you cannot appeal this. If you're found guilty and you go to jail, you know, a lot of lawyers, or a lot of defendants like to claim, sorry guys, I'll be 2 minutes. A lot of lawyers, either lawyers for screwing up, and they say, hey man, my lawyer messed up. I can tell you, like, that's the one thing that defendants complain about. And probably, I don't know this for sure, but I would suspect probably the number one reason why cases are overturned because of ineffective assistance counsel, meaning that a lawyer, for one reason or other, messed up so bad that their cases have to be redone. You cannot complain about that at a later time.
Yeah, the few times that's why we're business.
But if you mess up, you cannot appeal this. Do you understand? Once, and if you are found guilty, that's it. Do you understand? You also have to comply with the same appellate procedures if you lose. Meaning that if you want to appeal for one reason or the other, you have to understand the guidelines and the timing, and you have to comply with those rules as well. You understand? You will not be granted any special consideration because of your lack of formal training. You understand this? You may fail to properly raise points of error in the trial record if we go to trial. Meaning that if we go to trial and you object to something, because that's you hear that a lot, right? This shouldn't be in there. You have to object properly. You can't just say object. There'll be more to it. You have to state the reason for the objection. And it has to be a legal reason. You can't just say, I object, and expect me to hold something out. You have to give the legal reason. And there's a proper method that you have to state and ask me to do things for it to be recognized on appeal. And if you don't know this, you cannot at a later date complain. Well, I didn't know that. You understand? You still don't want a lawyer. I will give you a free lawyer. This voluntarily, knowingly, and intelligently made. No one's forcing you to do this. Okay? Knowing all this, are you sure that you still want to represent yourself? I got to tell you, I think that you look like a great guy. You look like you're upstanding. I have no problems that you represent yourself. Understand that you need to be careful what you tell them, though. Everything that you say, even if you think you're hurting yourself by admitting one thing or the other, you could be hindering your case, meaning hurting your case, even if you think you're helping yourself. Do you understand? I'll make you a deal. If at any time you want a lawyer, all you got to do is ask and I'll give you. Really. If you ever feel like you're under the gun, that you feel like someone's taking advantage of you, I'm happy to give you a lawyer any time. I want you to understand now, as a condition of your bond, though, I'm ordering you not to drive until you have a Texas driver license and a liability insurance. I'm ordering you not to drive. And I'm going to have you sign with me today an affidavit promising you're not going to drive. If I find that you drive, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand?
Right.
Okay. You are not allowed to get into the driver's seat of a car and drive, convey, travel, however you want to term it. You cannot do that. And if I find that you do that, I'm going to put you in jail. And I'm going to make your bond so high, your head's going to spontaneously combust. Do you understand? No, but I'm telling you that you can't drive, convey, get into the seat of a car. If you do, you're going to go to jail because I will revoke your bond. Do you understand? The only conditions I'm putting on you now are 3. No weapons, no picking up new cases, and don't get to the driver's seat of a car and drive, convey, travel. Are there any other adjectives you can think of? Well, I guess I'll put etc. so that it tries to cover any type of wording, so to speak. All right. So, Mr. Emitom, I'm going to find that you are okay to represent yourself. We need you to sign a form that you're going to do that.
Even if I don't consent to any of these charges, because I do have my paperwork, I do have.
If you don't consent, just go. If you don't think we have jurisdiction, look. If I didn't think anyone had jurisdiction over me, do you think I would be here? If I was in your shoes? Hell no, man. If I didn't think that someone didn't have jurisdiction over me to be anywhere, I'm not going there. I'm not going to get out, take a shower, put my clothes on, because I like to be naked, right? I'm not doing anything like that. So if you don't think we have it, just go. Otherwise, you're here. You know we do, right? Because if you...
Don't know. That's why
Let me ask you this. If you just took off now, what would happen? There you go. What does that warrant mean? What does it mean?
Honestly, as far as warrant,
As far as jurisdiction is concerned, do you think that an officer is going to go out and actually pick someone up if they didn't think they had jurisdiction to do it? Do you know how much trouble they would get in? Do you know, if Stephen went out there and arrested someone now for shits and giggles, do you know how much trouble he would get in? If he had no reason to do it, do you know how much trouble he would get in? A lot. He'd lose his job. He'd probably get sued, right? He can't claim immunity. He'd be toast, Swiss cheese. So that's what I'm saying. If you didn't really think that we didn't have jurisdiction, then go.
I had to take care of this matter
because you know we have jurisdiction.
No, because I was going to go to 515 Rift and file my lawsuit. The lawsuit with the officer against me because they did some unlawful, unconstitutional things that they did to me at that time. So I was going to take it there, Then believe they had jurisdiction.
I would wait to see how this case goes before you do that. See how the case goes before you start jumping the gun. Like that. But ultimately, if I didn't think anyone had jurisdiction over me, I'm not going to go there, man. I have enough important things to do in my life as it is. I mean, you've been sitting here since 8:30 in the morning. Well, it's now nearly 1 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get this thing done. That way you can move on with your life. We can move on with our life. Just everybody be happy. That's what it's about. All we want to do is protect our city. That's all we want to do. And I'm going to do it at all costs. All right. I'm going to have you sign this affidavit. After that, we'll get you out of here. And so, Emma Tom, you were going to have to make a plan to meet with Mr. Petrov here so that you guys can exchange evidence. This is he is our chief VA here. The evidence he's going to present it to you. You can either do it here in court with us, or you can meet with them at their office, because you're going to have to get the evidence to look at it regardless. I'm happy to take any motions that you have now, and I can look at them, and then we can come back at a later date, and I can roll on it for you. I see that you have a bunch of papers. I'm happy to take anything that you have, and I'll take a look over it. You know,
Last month.
do you see anything? Clerk, file it.
I have it right here. It was with Marilyn Burgess.
Is that for us? Right? We would still get it then, right? Or no? You filed it on this case number or the felony case number?
No, I filed it to this on August 9th. It has, I have this case number on it. 5226.
Yeah, that's it. I don't see anything. Oh, wait a second. I see a motion for discovery. Is that it? It's a motion for discovery?
Yeah.
Is that the only one that you've done?
So far.
Okay. I have to talk to officers in back. You give me 5 minutes, let me take a look at it, and then I'm going to give you a copy so that you can look at it as well. Let me print it out. Pavel, get out for you if you want to just take a look at it real quick. No, I need him to swear to me, please. I just did the no driving affidavit. That's it. All right, come up, Mr. Emitom. Let's go back. Can we go back on the record? All right, Mr. Emitom, I've gotten your motion. Have you read it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And?
Your Honor, at this time, they would be able to file this order for an immediate order of discovery.
Well, other than
The opposing party.
I mean, and is he asked?
It's not, the language is not aligned with current procedure or penal code. But beyond that, the only two pieces that are requested that are reasonable that I can use on the same timeline. One is
Mr. Emitom, understand that you will get discovered. Sometimes it takes time. It's not immediate. It takes time to build a case. To get videos, 911 calls, reports from officers. It takes time. It's not immediate. In your motion, I guess it says he wants immediate.
order.
There's just no way. We can't. But we will get it to you as he gets, he will get it to you. I can grant you the order. I will take off the immediate provision, but I can grant you everything that you want. I'll give you their case file. I can give it to you when they get it.
Yes, the judge, this discovery order is requesting outside the scope of the
Well, I'm not going to give them kitchen sink. I mean, like what?
anything else. Like, so one is seven, why? One is requesting any documents that can be account, photograph, the dark body cam. Object, tangible things, not privileged, which constitute or contain evidence. Fortunately.
Okay.
Two, any and all those, any witnesses, the Harris County Superior Court, State of Texas.
I mean, that's so broad, Mr.
And
Emitom.
or any political.
You want every single witness in Harris County? That's what that's asking for.
If you would properly represent myself for the case.
That's 4.2 million people. Really?
So I don't.
I mean, I'm not going to grant that. It's silly. You want-
want.
Imagine any and all names of any witness for the Harris County Superior Court, State of Texas, County of Harris, or any political subdivision thereof may have. That's so broad that even try to comply with that would take years. I mean, in relation to this case, yes, nothing else matters. The only thing that matters is this case and nothing else. So I'm happy to comply with the names of witnesses in this particular case. Yes, I will do that. And I can mark on there for this case only. Are you okay with that?
Your Honor, in the event that you were to grant something like that, it would need to be filed by what you're granting is what is written, not what is currently modified.
Okay. I guess
The language is
okay, so I'm going to tell you is, you're right, Pavel. I mean, right.
So I just wanted to clarify that for the record.
You're representing yourself. I can't do the work for you, right? He so kindly is reminding me that because I'm trying to. That's too broad.
You can go down the list if you wish.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we have
3, true and complete original or certified alleged contract with what in signatures between the petitioner of the Harris County Superior Court, State of Texas, and or political subdivisions thereof may have law states that in order for the Harris County, and it's not even citing law. Valid lawful contract with petitioner, let them bring it forward for petitioner's inspection or immediately dismiss all charges. I believe this is going into UCC. This is not
I mean, here you're going into the sovereign citizen type language.
common law.
Okay.
Your Honor, I will not do that.
Here, there's no. I mean, you're saying true and complete original and or certified copy of the alleged, it's not even spelled correctly, contract with wet ink signatures between the petitioner and the Harris County Superior Court. I mean,
So,
what contract?
I complain whenever I know this is statutory and it's not going over common law, so I don't not familiar with the statutes like I explained before.
You're a lawyer now. You're going to have to familiar yourself with it.
Try me on statutes. I want to be caught on common law.
You're going to have to do it. I'm not sure. There's no common law here. It's done by statute. There's no common law here. All done by statute. And since you're the lawyer, you need to know that.
Recognize that statutory things. Don't recognize.
So let me ask you this. How on earth are you going to represent yourself if you don't even know that?
So I give you everything I need in my discovery.
No. He's going to give you body cams. He's going to give you 911 call. He's going to give you witness lists. And right, is there anything else that would be in here?
I would there may be dash cam I need to check. So I haven't gotten the body cam or dash cam yet. Maybe check well.
Damn it, Tom. I mean, let's get real. If you're having problems with things of this very elementary nature, how are you going to represent yourself? I'm happy to give you a lawyer, but some things are just, I mean, there's no...
We must conclude this hearing, look to the remainder of the list as well, and then come in.
Hold on, just so he knows. So number 4, a true and complete original and or certified copy of the criminal record of the attorney's record, judge, magistrate, pro tem, commissioners, witnesses, as well as all officers of this court. That doesn't apply. I mean, my criminal history? You think I have criminal history?
Do I need to ask? What matter or?
I mean, you can do anything you want to in life until someone says no, right? But I don't know where you're going to get. I mean, appellate courts need jobs too. How far are you going to get? I don't know. How much money are you going to waste? I don't know. A true and complete certified copy of all oaths, commissions, as well as bonds of all officers of the court, including but not limited to deputies, court clerks, judges, magistrates, pro tems, commissioners, have or may decide to involve themselves in this matter, appointed or elected, signed under penalty for perjury on and for the official public record. Well, I don't know what bonds you're talking about. What bonds? Like James
Bonds, big bonds,
Which ones?
tennis bond, big bonds.
I'm familiar with. Affiliation of any and all states, witnesses, and all officers of the court. So I can't.
Same as the bond.
I mean, really. Any evidence which in any way is exculpatory to the case? Yes.
Anything in state possession, because but
Number 8. Documented proof of claim of injury signed under penalties of perjury with all immunities waived from the judges of this court. Attorneys of record, Harris County Superior Court, State of Texas, County Harris, as well as this court, and for the official record. Documented proof of claim of injury signed under penalties of perjury. So what are you referring to there? What?
yes, and whoever makes the complaint is supposed to force.
Okay. Well, the Harris County District Attorney's Office.
Yeah. I don't think that's movies.
What do you mean you don't recognize?
The state of Texas, Courtroom counties. That's it.
Right. So they alleged that you did something unlawful. As a result, the officer arrested you and then brought that information all to the Harris County District Attorney's Office. And then they, in the two-pronged matter, number 1, I found probable cause in this case, and then a grand jury indicted you on your felony case. So Harris County,
I've been indicted on it. I just came from upstairs. I haven't been indicted on it.
has it been indicted or no? Well, I mean, they have, I think, up to 180 days to indict. But, okay. I mean, I guess, would it be the information is that he's asking for? You want the charging instrument, I guess, is what you want.
Your Honor, it was just
You know that it's,
school's understanding, but it will be phrased correctly. I can better understand what is being asked, and therefore that's why I cannot. Yeah.
I get it, but I'm trying to go through it with him so that he understands what I was asking.
Why? Saying a line is something I can understand. Sure. I mean, I can understand what's being asked, I don't have, that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, I'm,
Yeah, I don't know what's not being understood.
here, let's go through number 13, just because there's a lot here that you got seen, and it's already 1:30. The CUSIP number tied to this case, which will show this court and or officers of the court are profiting off this case, and it is trading on the stock market on and for the official public record.
I mean, I am the trustee for the county with it's right here. I'm sure I'm the beneficiaries of their name. I've been trustee of my paperwork that I'm to the court.
And that may well be good for federal stuff, State. A copy of all officers of the court registration report and profile, which is registered under Dunn and Bradstreet on and for the official public record. You're going to have to go through this motion more. It needs to be more specific.
One just for the record, the trustee's motion in its entirety.
So not 1 and 7.
Not with the immediate, not that language.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So it needs to be more specific. You need to have a more realistic guideline. They can't give you stuff immediate because he may not even have it in his possession. So I can't order him to give you something that he doesn't have in his possession.
So how soon can I get for my next court date? Will they have it or how soon?
I don't even know.
While they can't indict, I can escalate that by the next court date. The lab, I'm unsure of the lab is the marijuana substance.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you now, it takes a lot. It takes quite a while to get labs done. Because, I mean, you imagine, we live in a city with 4 million people. Do you know how many people get arrested with illegal substances that have to be tested? You get in line in front of everybody else.
I have the lab results from the store that I got it from. I have the store that is the lab result papers that they got it from in Houston, so I can submit that as well. I know you have to do your own.
I know that you're saying that, but remember, there's always two sides to the story. So they need to test what they have to see what that is. And it's going to take a while, but it'll get done. You're just patient, but it'll get done.
At this point, we are pending on judge. No.
Okay. Typically what we do is we'll set it out 30 days, and then we'll just have you come back. And when you come back in 30 days, we'll see where they are. And then at that time, you guys can make a plan to go over the evidence. And I'm not going to give him a copy, though. He's just going to have to review it.
I believe it's
So you're going to have to come, bring a computer.
Yes.
It's not through VHS, it's through.
I'm unaware. Familiarizing myself more with the next court date. Transfer of.
You're going to probably need to bring yourself a computer that has a CD-ROM, because usually they have stuff on CD-ROM drives or on CDs that you're going to have to be able to look at it. Any kind of dash cam, any kind of body cam, they usually put it on a CD-ROM or on a CD for you to be able to look at it. The only other thing I need you to do is I need you to swear to us that you're not going to drive. I am making it a condition of your bond.
Hold that until.
No.
But probably my paperwork. I don't know.
No.
Go by driver's license.
No.
My testing.
No. I need you to do it now. Okay. I need you to do it, and I'm making it a condition of your bond. You sign the document that you're not going to drive, convey.
I'm still kind of thinking.
I'm going to revoke your bond. If you don't sign it, I'm going to revoke your bond.
I can't. I think have the options.
Oh, I don't have to sign it, but I'm going to revoke your bond. Sorry. Because I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive, convey, travel, any way you want to put it, behind the wheel of a car in Harris County unless you are properly licensed with a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name.
Well, go by my US tax, and I don't know.
Nevertheless, I'm having you sign the document that you understand and that you promise that you're not going to do it.
Don't understand fully.
You don't, it's okay, but I am going to revoke your bond. That's correct. You don't have to sign it. You know the consequence. You're hearing it now. If you've never heard it before, you're hearing it now for the entirety of this. And if you get your driver's license, show me that you have.
I don't know. No Asian commerce, no.
Do you think that the 5-year-old kid that gets hit and killed in a car, or the 69-year-old grandmother that ends up paralyzed from an accident, cares whether you are conveying, whether you are in commerce, non-commerce? Injuries don't care whether you're conveying, whether you're traveling. Accidents happen whether you're conveying, you're driving, whether you're traveling. That doesn't care, right? When you get into an accident, it doesn't matter in what method you're doing it. An accident is just that. And if you have an accident, I want to make sure that the other party will be taken care of. I'm only asking you to follow the law. I'm not asking you to split the atom here. Great. I'm asking you to sign this. If you don't have to, but I'm going to revoke your bond. Okay. And Emmett, if you get a Texas driver's license and you get insurance, I won't take this deal off.
That's what I believe in the Constitution. I don't
It's okay.
think trying to imply that I need to get a license with insurance. I would just be a commercial driver for this day. I don't commercial drive anymore. I'm doing that.
Did you hear what I said about an accident, about whether you're conveying or traveling? Okay.
I was to get on the accident road with no insurance. I could get sued and there would be a civil matter and I go to jail. I understand. So I travel very cautious. I don't.
You said I drive. You said the magic words.
I wasn't.
Come on. Don't be Helen Keller. Come on. And I'm trying to protect all of Harris County. You're protecting you. I'm protecting all the 4.2 million people here. That's what I'm doing. Because if you get into an accident, I know that you're not going to be out a dime out of your pocket. But all those other people, they're going to be out a crap load of money, and I'm going to do everything in my power. Every single person of Harris County, and I don't care if I offend you. I don't care if I make you mad. I don't care if your sensibilities are. Don't care. I don't. All I want is every person. And I'm doing what the law requires. I'm not asking you to do anything. It's not outside the law. And you, as a lawyer, should be able to look it up. It's all in the transportation number. So, you can sign it. If you don't, I'll have you meet with Stephen. And they're reserved.
These are my rights. Or,
No?
these are my rights. Contract.
Why are you waiting?
Infringing my rights.
No. To dodge patas.
I don't know what that means.
Trails. Sure. You can travel with your feet.
I don't live there.
Take a bus. Take an Uber. But I want to make sure if you're caught driving, I'm going to put you in jail. And I'm going to make your bond so high, you will spontaneously combust. So I want you to understand that I mean business. And I'm protecting every single person I can. Yes.
Sign this right now.
No.
There's a jail or arrest. I don't sign this.
Correct. That is correct. That's correct.
Don't sign this. It's on the record.
It's on a record. I have it recorded right here. And it's on video. Can you file the bond conditions as well? No driving without a license.
Right.
That, and I'm going to have them file it just in, so I can give you a copy as well.